Hi, LindaBauwin here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is Tuesday in Creative Fold, and today's Creative Fold was inspired by several team members during a recent challenge I did. I had sent them a product from the holiday catalog, and they were to create cards, and several of them used this Peekaboo flip card, and I had never seen that before. So I will be sharing their cards in the coming days, different designs that they came up with. But what I am using the Mosaic Mood specialty paper, and I took the Designer Series paper, it's got a shimmer to it, and cut the hummingbird out. I also have a piece of the paper that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. I have a small piece of So Saffron. It measures 1.5 by 1 3/4. I have cut out with the stitched shapes a square. This roughly measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Again, out of the So Saffron. I have a piece of soft suede. This measures 2 inches by 5 3/4. I have the 5.5 by 8.5 for my card base. Then next I have a 4 by 5 1/4 soft suede. So we're going to go ahead and put our card base together. Then I have a piece of the mint macaron, and this measures 3 3/4 by 5. So we've got that. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in my classic label punch and that piece of Designer Series specialty paper. Again, this is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And I'm going to push that classic label punch in, and I'm going to punch it about in the middle. So we've got that. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that piece of soft suede. This measures 2 inches by 5 3/4, and I'm going to bring in my scallop tag topper punch. I'm going to punch my tag like so. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to go in and I'm going to score it at, let's see, I want to go this way, and I want to score it at 3.5 and at 4. So I'm going to work those back and forth. So I've got it looking like so. And we're going to just put that through that opening right here. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do my stamping. I'm going to grab that 1.5 by 1 3/4 soft suede. I'm going to be using the flowers from the Free as a Bird and my soft suede. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the verse that says, "Thanks for being you." I'm going to kind of stamp that in the middle. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those flowers and I'm just going to make a border around that piece. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in that bigger piece that I cut out the stitched squares, and I'm going to stamp the flowers in the left-hand corner. And then I'm going to grab my words that says, "The world needs more like you." I'm going to stamp that down at the bottom. And then I'm going to bring in that hummingbird. I'm going to use a dimensional on the hummingbird and a couple little places, I think, to pop it up. I am using the small dimensions. I got that. I'm just going to place that hummingbird right there. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in to that tag. I'm going to add that small piece of soft suede right where I scored. Next, I'm going to be using tear and tape, and I'm going to put tear and tape on that 1/2 inch between those score lines on the 1/2 inch. I'll pull off that paper. Well, maybe I am. There it goes. What I'm going to do then is take this piece. Now, you'll notice in the cards that I share in the next couple of days, people, my downline members, use different sizes for the front. I used a bigger piece, and what I'm going to do is I just need to lay the edge of this to the edge of that score line. So it doesn't really matter how big the front piece is. And what I'm going to do next is, at this point, this is really sloppy in here, so we need to anchor that down. So I'm going to add a piece of tear and tape. I like the tear and tape the best because it really is firm and anchors this down, and that's what we need, is a good anchor. So I'm going to pull off the tape from that. Well, there it goes. And I want to line it up so this is kind of in the middle. Now my piece is bigger, but it doesn't really matter. So it's got this, and we've still got the tag part on the side. So now it flips open. Oop, I see I bent that poor little hummingbird's beak. Let's put that out. I'm going to now grab a piece of my scallop lace trim, and I am going to put that on the label opening so people know that that's where they're supposed to pull. Sometimes you can put a little post-it note if it's not a card making person, that they wouldn't know that they are supposed to pull that, so that they know they should to get the hidden message. So now I'm just going to trim that ribbon off. Going to add snail to the back of my card. I'm going to add a little bit more, remembering I don't want to get any snail on my tag itself, or else it's not going to pull. Just see, I ran out of snail. Let's see if I've got another one here. Oh, and I'm out of, oh, no, I guess I'm not. I thought I was out of snail on that one. So I've got my working piece. I'm going to put it on the front of that card. Isn't that beautiful? These are colors I normally don't use, so with the Designer Series paper, it makes me use those colors that are not comfortable with me. Remember, we do have a Designer Series paper sale going on. Buy 3 of select Designer Series paper and get the 4th one free. So this is how my card opens. Isn't that fun? A peekaboo flip card. Hope you've enjoyed today's video, and make sure you check back in the next couple days for team members' cards that inspired me to do this card. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.